Thank you for taking time out with Premier Sports Officials Association. Sean Johnston here from Omaha, Nebraska, bringing you NSAA NFHS training tape number 6. We've gotten great feedback from our followers and from our viewers, and we're going to continue taking clips sent in from coaches, officials, and administrators to continue sharing the terminology, application, philosophy of NFHS football rules. The first play today is the question, is this an illegal chop block? So we take a look at Rule 238. A chop block is a combination block by two or more teammates against an opponent other than the runner, with or without delay. So as we play this, is it two teammates going high-low on this, or is one blue player blocking low and then the person who got blocked low initiating the high block? And it is the latter. So the low block in the initial, two players on the line of scrimmage, ball's in the free blocking zone, and that low block is immediate. As the play continues, it is actually the defensive player initiating the high block. So this is correctly called no chop block because it was not two teammates engaging high-low. It was one teammate going low and then the defender engaging the block high. Had this other offensive player move forward and block the opponent high, that would be a chop block. So correct call, no chop block here. Play number 2, we have a free kick deep into the field of play, and we are going to talk about a wedge blocking technique in high school football, and then this player with the arrow block in the back. So as we go, we have this wedge forming right here. This is a legal act in NFHS high school rules. What these players cannot do, though, they cannot interlock hands or arms as they continue to move forward, and when blocks happen, they must let go of each other. So high school, this wedge block is legal. Now we see number 4. It's not a big, huge push shove, but we definitely have a block in between the opponent's shoulder blades on the numbers, and it propels him right past the ball carrier. So we would enforce this since the run ended beyond the spot of the foul. We would enforce this from the 23-yard line. And officials, remember, blocking the back is a fairness foul, 10-yard penalty. All right, so make sure the foul affects the play, which this one clearly propels the opponent past the ball carrier, 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Now, I will say a wedge block is dangerous. We have two players collide with each other and go down. Whenever we have a huge hard hit, officials, after the play, go up to those players, check their eyes, and if you have any doubt of any head or neck injury, get them out of the game, communicate it with the head coach, and if there's an athletic trainer on the sideline, they cannot return until they have been cleared by medical professional. So they're, number 1, they're slow to get up, and then even as they get up, they look groggy. All right, so those players, make sure they're off the field to a medical professional and have them clear them before they play again. This play was sent in regarding hurdling or jumping over an opponent who has one or both feet on the ground and no other body part. So we have a field goal kick, and what coaches teach field goal units to do is, whether they're in a 3-point stance, 4-point stance, is to start low and stay low. Now, this video does not show, does the interior lineman have their hand on the ground? If their hand is on the ground, this action of jumping over is legal because it's not hurdling, because they have another body part on the ground besides 1 foot and 2 feet. If this offensive lineman has their hands off the ground, so they're in a 2-point stance, and this defender jumps over, hurdles over that person, that would be a foul for hurdling. Hurdling is a personal foul, 15-yard penalty. We'd think this is on a try because the referee is turning around and signaling no good. This would be 15-yard penalty from the previous spot to the 18-yard line if it was ruled hurdling. Game administrators, so we definitely know that it's a point after attempt. Number 1, put 4 on the box. Number 2, turn it so the camera does not see the down box. There is a clear signal that is a try and not a field goal attempt. There are different rules that apply on a try and a field goal attempt, and it does help evaluators and graders. Did the officials get the call correct? Our next play is going to deal with illegal personal contact, initiating contact with the helmet. So that's the question. Is this initiating illegal helmet contact, or is this a legal hit? All right, so right here we have a change of levels. All right, the defender was actually going down to try to lower their target hit zone. The ball carrier is being tackled at the same time, and that helmet is coming down at the same exact time. In my judgment, because it was a change of levels, and this defender is not crouching, did not dip lower and lead with the crown of his helmet, he actually tried to perform a safe football act. His head is up. He's seeing what he's hitting. It just so happened with the way the players moved, helmets did contact each other. So we would support of not having illegal helmet contact here on this play. I will say this. We have to make the decision prior to, is the player injured or not injured? If you have illegal helmet contact, he was leading with the crown of the helmet, he butt blocked, he head butted the opponent, throw the flag. When in doubt, we want to throw the flag. But if you know this defender did what he needed to do to perform a safe act, it was just incidental that those helmets collided by the way the players moved with changing of the levels, we would support a no flag here as well. How we communicate it with the coaches, the terminology used from the rule book will help the coaches understand your judgment. The rule reference for illegal personal contact, initiating illegal helmet contact, is 943I. That's the rule that you want to be able to explain to a coach. Penalty enforcement. We have a foul by any Team A or Team B player, and there's no change of possession. If we do have a foul on this play, we were going to enforce it from the previous spot. You are not going to enforce it from the end of the run. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot for this penalty enforcement. And the rule reference for the basic spot is 10-4-2D, a foul by A or B when the run or related run ends behind the line of scrimmage where there is no change of possession. The basic spot is the previous spot. Next play, we have a scrimmage kick punt. Line judge does a good job heading downfield right at the snap. Back judge is in position on the change side of the field. Excellent job. We have a muffed kick. The kick has not ended, so we do not have a beanbag spot yet. You're going to see where the arrows are. This white player is giving himself up on the play. He's done playing. He's looking at the play, and he's going to see the ball is going to be recovered by his teammate. The blue player is looking at the opponent and only at the opponent. All right, so he does not know if the play is going to be over or not, but it is his responsibility of two things: knowing when the play is over by rule, and when an opponent gives themselves up, you just don't take them out for no reason. So now we have a two-hand shove to the ground when he's out of the play and he has given up on the play. So correctly ruled, illegal personal contact, hit away from the play. Since the ball is dead, we're going to make this a dead ball foul. So after the play, personal foul, late hit, blue team, 15-yard penalty from the end of the kick, first down and 10. The last play is helping the runner. This has been a point of emphasis previous seasons. It is not a point of emphasis this year, so it is sneaking back into our game, and I'm sure it's from all the success we see teams having on Sundays on those short line to gain, short goal line plays. All right, in the NFHS rule set, Rule 9.1, helping the runner, an offensive player shall not push, pull, or lift the runner to assist the forward progress. So let's take a look at this play and see if it fits that rule. I would say number 4 does not clearly and only assist the ball carrier. All right. So number 4 is on the wing back here. All right. He is pushing the pile. That's where this starts. And then he's still pushing the pile. And now the defender comes in and actually moves his arm onto a teammate. All right. So I would err on the side of this play. He is not pushing the runner, and the forward progress right now is dead. So since the forward progress is dead, any now continual pushing or pulling since the ball is dead, this is a live ball foul. All right, so for us to call helping the runner, make sure that teammate has his hands directly on the ball carrier, his teammates' backside between the numbers, sort of like a block in the back target. And he is applying force that is pushing and aiding that runner forward. All right, so, but just to go back from the beginning, he initially pushes the pile. Then the defender pushes him into his teammate, the ball carrier. And by the time he's able to even try, his forward progress is done. All right, so this would not be aiding and helping the runner. But if you have the Philly tush push, as they call it, and that guy goes right into the ball carrier's back, pushes him forward so he falls forward 1, 2, 3 yards, Rule 9.1.1, 5-yard penalty from the previous spot, it would remain the same third down. This is not what we're looking for with helping the runner. Thank you for taking time out with Premier Sports Officials Association today. Hope these 6 clips help you continue to have a better understanding of NFHS rules and application of the rules, and you learn some terminology to share with crewmates, with players, and with coaches. And coaches, you now have a couple tips of what you can coach your players to do getting ready for this Friday night game and future Friday night games as district matchups heat up. Thank you for taking time out with PSOA. Officials, remember, you're only as good as your last call.